Good evening, folks. It's that time. We're about 3 minutes from air, give or take. It's going to be a great show tonight. Got a special guest, as you can see. Tank's with us. Be a good show. I see the other Frank in the chat. See Pepe in the chat. See Dale. See a lot of you. Get in the chat. Let me know who's all watching. Share this stream. Get as many people watching as they possibly can, and we will see you here in a couple of minutes. As usual, KJ5 is in the house looking for free food. Let me know when you found it. I'm getting comments that my audio is getting digitized, and the reason is that as I use a USB mic. So I'm waiting to try to get me a new microphone that's XLR based instead of USB based. That should solve that problem, but it doesn't like to mix with the music too well. You've probably noticed that on my videos. All right, we're about to come to air. Stick around. Here we go. Well, I ran out of music, and I'm not going to start the music over again because my computer says it's 8 o'clock. So let's light the candle. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Ham Shack TV Live. I'm your host, Josh A4WX. Thanks for tuning in. See about 18 of you already watching. Get in the chat. Let me know who's all here. We'll run down the chat real quick. Andy Callie was here way early and said, see y'all later. Super Dave's in the house as usual. Pepe's in the house, so we are international tonight. Dale, W5DSL's here. We've got good old Frank out there running the chat, watching, moderating, making sure y'all behave, which is impossible. At least in the second hour, it's impossible, but nonetheless. Ham KJ5's in the house looking for the free food as usual. And yeah, that's a good start. We got Rick Green in the house in N8RWG. Good to see from Michigan. All kinds of good stuff. And we've already got a sighting. Y'all know what's coming. So have your headphones or your volume knob ready. Frank says, oh, wait, they were supposed to behave, Josh? Yes, at least for the first hour. Guys, again, tonight we are brought to you by Gigaparts. Appreciate Gigaparts' support of Ham Shack TV. Love Gigaparts. What a great, great source for ham radio gear and electronics in general. You can check them out. They are at 6123 University Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Or you can shop in your socks online at gigaparts.com. If you use coupon code HAMSHACKTV, you get double rewards points. But hey, that's not good enough if you ask me. You can get 4 times rewards points if you use Gigaparts Rewards Plus. And I've got a coupon code to give you half off your first month of Gigaparts Rewards Plus. Ham Shack TV 50. That's Ham Shack TV 50. We appreciate Gigapart's support and their ongoing support of Ham Shack TV. They're a big help to Ham Shack TV. So I will start tonight's episode and say I am off the air. I mean, I'm obviously here with you right now, but all of my radios are turned off. I am off the air from radio right now. Tomorrow we are having 4 trees cut down in our yard, and they're dangerous trees. We're worried about them falling on the house, so that's why we're going ahead and taking care of them and getting them taken down. So until that is complete, which we're expecting Sunday, it'll be over with. All of my radios are offline with the exception of HTs and stuff like that. So don't be looking for me. But anyway, that's that. Tonight we are talking about, we are now at the midpoint of 2026. So we're talking about what surprised us in 2026, what has been a disappointment in 2026, what gear we've bought, things like that. For the first part of this year, we've still got another whole half of the year to go, and another big ham fest to go before then. So we will go ahead and bring in the gang. We got Super Dave here, of course, and what's going on, everybody? We got Marvin, and then we've got Gray Man Poda, but now better known as Tornado Tim. I'm waiting on him to start spinning like Tasmanian Devil.
There we go. Not to be confused with, for those of you who might have watched the Kids Table last night, we had Tim, Rockets and Radio Tim on last night, and unfortunately, they had a super typhoon, the second one of the season there in Guam. He came out unscathed, some slight property damage and everything. So last night he was affectionately referred to as Typhoon Tim. So I took on Tornado Tim since we had the big one come through here just a couple weeks ago ourselves.
And not to be confused with the Tennessee tornado that Tim has dubbed me.
That's true. Ooh, watch out, guys! If anybody camps near Josh, not only get the little foamy earbuds that go in, but get the the shooting muffs that you can wear too. Get those, but also get the ones that have noise canceling. Little foamies, big muffs, noise canceling.
No doubt. All right. Speaking of noise canceling, I'm going to go ahead and give everybody their fair warning. If you need to adjust your volume, now is the time. So I'm going to count you down. Here comes Tank Radio in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Frank KG5HJ, and I'm Tank Radio! All in one voice. What is up? It's good to be back on Ham Shack TV. I said that right this time. But yeah, man, what's up?
What's up?
Is it safe yet?
Did you expect
it? Seems to be safe, Tim.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, Tornado Tim?
We're pretty fast.
Oh, Lord. And the response is already here. Watson Hertz, Jerdesus.
Hey, that's what you get with Tank Radio, man. I bring the energy. You had this nice, mellow contemplation, true reflection on what's going on with all the storms. But I got to come in, man, change it up. We got to juice up the energy. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to, like you said, look back on halfway through 2026 now. Yes. What have we learned so we can change to do it better? I'm all for it.
Can you all believe that this year is already half gone?
It's crazy. It really has gone by quick.
Can y'all believe I haven't hit 8K yet?
Yeah, we're going to change that tonight. Everybody that's in the chat that is not a subscriber to Tank Radio, before, after something, go hit that subscribe button. Let's get him over 8K tonight. I mean, 8K may be tough, but definitely we're going to get him over 7,800. So y'all go click that button. That number will change in real time. He's got some fancy real-time update
OBS
thing.
magic.
one of those things that after that introduction, we'll probably lose a few people. So loud. I think you owe me a new pair of speakers now.
I was going to say new cans probably.
Dude,
Might be able to get those at Gigaparts. I don't know.
I'm happy to be here. Yes. Who's drinking
Well,
tonight?
we all are happy to be here for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you see Watson Hertz's comment? It says Tank Radio brings the energy and the ALC.
I
don't think he. I don't think he has
one.
any. I don't think he has any ALC.
No.
I'm just drinking coffee. Actually, I take that back. I hate coffee. I'm notoriously anti-coffee at any camping site I'm at.
Yeah. You know, I still have not had Carlos's coffee.
I am drinking coffee.
I had Carlos's coffee, and I can say it's pretty good.
I got to try it when we get down to Huntsville.
I can appreciate it. It was at Dayton. I think we brewed some at Dayton several times.
I didn't stay at Dayton. That's the problem. Oh, and how did you lose a subscriber already?
Well, these guys they're being clowns, so we'll let them. They'll come back. They'll come to the folk. They'll see the error of their ways and be like, "Man, this man's amazing. I need to subscribe and help them out." Because once we hit 8,000, there's going to be a giveaway I'm going to do on my channel, and it's going to be the how did I say this? It's been a lot of drinking this weekend. The Ham Shack Starter Kit giveaway. Everything you need to start your Ham Shack, we're going to give you, except the radio and the cable, because I can't afford that. But everything else you're going to have. You're going to have a power switcher. You're going to have a Anderson power pole distribution block. You're going to have an antenna switch, and there's going to be a handful of a couple other goodies in there so that you can start your shack off right. And that's
really cool.
Giveaway. Yeah, Gigaparts has worked with me to set that up. And they're like, that's an awesome idea. So I went through their catalog, picked out everything except radios because those are expensive. And this will be everything you need except a radio and coax. That's all you need to bring after you get this kit.
Wow.
That is an incredible giveaway idea, Frank.
Thank you.
I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, you know what? It will also be a great thing for me because I don't have my shack up yet.
Oh.
No doubt.
You've lost 2 now, Jake.
They'll come back. Come back. I'll pour more whiskey. I promise.
The first night he did this, you should have seen it. We probably got 35 or 40 of them to drop off of his numbers.
Oh no!
And they came back.
Yeah.
That's funny, but that's not good.
You know, I was like, how much Frank do you want on the stream? And I thought about this today before I hit you up, Josh. I'm like, see here, I could be outside on the porch smoking a cigar, which will be totally Frank. But it's 101 degrees outside, and my backyard porch is in the sun. So you just got me upstairs today.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong at all.
But I didn't mean to derail you too much about the...
Josh, you got some business.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I do have some business. I got to change my mouse. I'm working with 2 machines here. Well, you know what we got to do? Which clip do y'all want? You want the new one or the old one?
Let's do the new one.
What?
New one.
Just replay. All right. Can you snip out me coming on?
I already knew that was coming.
And then once you have like a $10 super chat, just play that every time.
That's not about it. Maybe I'll make you the new big super chat clip.
Yes.
I've been looking for one.
You know what?
This is going to go to his head now.
if we get a $20 super chat, I would do a new one that you can maximize me, and then you can rip that and get the total Frank experience, so you can downsize that as needed.
Not a bad idea. Play that clip.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
I still need to shorten it. It's too long, but thank you. Frank says, the other Frank, Wilderness Frank, says, let the summer fun happen. Frank and Narf for the win. Oh, I see what happened there. I was trying to figure out what Narf is.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Appreciate that, guys. Super chats, channel donations are
That was
available.
a deep pull. That was a good one.
It was. Super chats, channel donations are available as usual. We certainly appreciate that. That will go to help me get a new microphone that's that's not USB. But
Yes. Go XLR finally.
That will need to happen. We got another one. You got to play that clip again.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live.
We'll cut it off right there. Might try to shorten it a little bit. N8 RWG Rick Green with Rick Green with a $2. Appreciate that.
James.
Hey, there's another idea. Anyway, channel membership donations are also available. People love those, and those help the channel big time. So we appreciate all the support. You can click the little flashing dollar sign next to your chat box if you are watching on Ham Shack TV. We're also simulcasting on Tortoise Overland, even though he's absentee once again. Not a problem. He's probably having a nice date night, I would imagine.
Ooh, what are those?
That's a good question. When I ended up having 4 kids, that kind of went away too.
That's if he's home from work yet.
That's true.
It gets better.
What? We start at a decent time, 7 o'clock. You should be home.
You ask and you shall receive, ladies and gentlemen. Tortoise Overland.
There we go.
What's up, buddy?
Can you hear me?
Barely.
No.
Barely.
Oh, what?
Turn that gain up a little bit.
Dude, don't tell them.
It works perfect right now, Michael.
Yeah, sounds great, dude.
Can't hear me?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Is that better?
You might need to back it down a little bit. You're pretty hot.
Yeah. You're harder than me, man. I don't know what's going on.
Everybody's hotter than you, Tank.
Touche. Touche.
I mean, look at this face. It's a face only for radio.
There you go. There you go.
Well, only Mama could love.
You missed the loudest part of the show already. So
I saw a little bit over here. So please pardon the hair. I am a greasy, wet mess. It was hot, and it's like 100 and what is it? My watch says 111, but I swear to God, it's hotter than that.
you're the one that left the nice, comfortable Massachusetts to come down there
Michael,
into the dry heat.
Even you said it last week, but it's a dry heat.
No, I did not say that shit. That shit did not come out.
Oh, I think we can go back and play that. I think we did.
No, it's hot, but it's not muggy hot. Well, today is muggy hot because we're starting to get some storms coming in. But yeah, it's hot.
They have those in Arizona?
Yes, they do. Smart ass.
Oh, when monsoon season hits, flash flooding out there, you better be paying attention.
W9EGL member for 4 months using his renewal chat or whatever you call it. See you, gents, in Huntsville, Robert, in Alabama.
Right?
Looking
Oh,
forward to
my
seeing
God.
you down there, Robert.
We're going to have so much fun in Huntsville. It's going to be amazing.
I think I'm coming up on Wednesday this year. I think.
I'm still at Thursday. I know a subgroup is going to be out there Monday.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I'll be there.
Is that better?
You're good.
You
I-
sure?
I heard Jason say he was talking about coming in earlier than he normally has.
Oh, anyway, 2026 halfway through. I guess Marvin, I'll let you kind of steer this, but the first thing I will ask the bunch and the chat for that matter, what is your most exciting purchase so far in 2026? Ham radio related or GMRS? I'm okay with that. Or mesh radio. We'll just say radio related. Michael, we'll start with you. You're next to me.
What was the question?
Yeah.
Oh my God, everybody.
Have you been drinking more than me?
Well, speaking of drinking,
Distracted.
who's this guy?
Yeah, right?
What's going on?
Who is that
Wow.
We haven't seen, I was thinking about you today, Dave. We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Daughter got engaged. I'm a grandfather. Right now, I'm packing up to go to Huntsville State Park to go spend a couple weeks over there. So it's just been kind of nuts.
Who just quit?
Congratulations on becoming a grandpa.
Marvin dropped.
Oh, he's changing his background. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome news.
Marvin changed his shirt really quick.
That too.
No, I'm in the same shirt. I don't know why, because I was in my side of StreamYard, and then it said, "Hey, stream to your audience." So I should be streaming now to my channel, and then all of a sudden it put me back in here, and it gave me this whole different background. So I don't know what happened on that back end just now. It's kind of odd, but it's very interesting nonetheless. So anyway. But now I can actually add, remove, and be in your channel instead of actually in mine. So I was commenting. Now I'm going to be commenting on as your co-host side. So like, I don't know, it's crazy. Welcome to StreamYard.
You may be talking to any of us if you could chat, and that's fine. All right, back to Michael. What is your most exciting purchase so far this year, radio related?
Oh, radio related. The 7300, dude. Jesus, I look terrible. Don't embig at me, Jesus. The 7300 Mark II, phenomenal little radio. Dude, it works, and it does everything I want it to do. And with all the updates and upgrades from the original 7300, it's even better radio. You know, USB-C, all the fun stuff. Yeah, dude, it's HDMI output instead of the stupid freaking DVI-D output.
Amen.
Thanks.
You know, I mean,
are you listening, Yesu?
How old is that freaking connector?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be at least 30 years old.
Yep.
Well, it's not only just
but you know what?
It's also the licensing underneath it. So it's not
right. And
just
ICOM just came out with it, so don't act like ICOM's breaking ground here.
No, they are breaking ground. They're the first.
No, they're not. No, they are not.
Already have a DVI or display port or HDMI.
Who has HDMI?
There's a couple of radios out. Flex and
Flex is
Flex is only on the M version.
Yes.
How about what are the other pretty radios? It makes the K3.
I know Anon's got an HDMI.
Elecraft's not that. Okay.
What constitutes a pretty radio, man?
One with a waterfall.
It's purdy.
Yeah. It's purdy. You got a purdy mouth.
Well, nonetheless,
Frank, HDMI is licensed, and if you're going to manufacture with it, it is a steep license that you got to purchase offhand, then conform to spec and prove it before you even get stuff out there. So it is expensive to get that. So it's not just a plug and play and hey, there you go. DisplayPort is free. It's open source.
I'd be happy with DisplayPort. I would have been happy.
I'd rather have DisplayPort.
Yeah,
because the FTDX10 still runs the DVIs.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not worried about it because I go into a capture card anyway. So.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah. I didn't know we were going to talk about HDMI tonight, but nonetheless, okay.
Sorry.
No. This is good. This is good. I know I'm not speaking to the owners of the patent of HDMI here, but I mean HDMI's been around so long. Get off of it. It needs to be. I mean, if it's holding major manufacturers back like ICOM and Yaesu, Kenwood, and yada yada,
they don't care. It's a radio market. They got HDMI everywhere. Everyone's willing to license it. There's just the smaller fries not willing to do it.
What? Okay, so let's go back to
DisplayPort.
What about USB-C? What about USB-C?
That's a very good point. Yeah.
USB-C.
Oh well, don't go USB-C because the Chinese have been outdoing the Japan manufacturers for years.
I understand that, and why do we still have to do with USB 1 and 2? We barely have a radio that has USB 3 in it.
Though, I just opened up this Raspberry Pi here, and we talk about how expensive it is to license HDMI. Well, this has HDMI, and this isn't expensive at all.
Go look at pricing again.
I just bought one today. It's not bad.
What'd you get?
I got another. This Pi's dead, Pi 4, and sadly, this was part of that All-Star Note I bought at Florida at Hamcation, and it's already dead. Oh, wow. So I just bought a new Pi today for it.
You sure it's dead? You sure your card's not bad?
100%. We checked it. So the card got fried, and then the USB connectors are fried too. So,
wow.
Tear down, rebuild. But the Note itself, the kits for Ham's Node that I bought, it's fine. It's sitting over at my buddy's house.
Did you take a surge or something that hit your Pi?
Not quite sure what happened. We've been trying to chase it down, and we can't figure it out. So I suspect it was my fault. I suspect. I'm not confirming or denying. But what I'm thinking that I may have done incidentally, because you guys would know this, I don't, because I'm not a computer nerd. Mm-hmm. I think I plugged in an incompatible USB-C into it and fried it.
No, because it would get upset and tell you that it doesn't have enough juice. But as long as it's USB-C.
Did you plug it into a wrong power supply?
That's what I'm getting at. I think the transformer was too big for it, and I fried it accidentally.
Like I have a little mini PC that has a USB port, but it runs on 12 volts, and I have that thing painted all sorts of different fancy colors to remind me not to plug anything else but that PC into it, because it's 12 volts, even though it's a USB-C plug. So. You happen to have that. That's a possibility.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so 7,300 for Michael is his favorite purchase so far.
That's a good answer.
That is a great answer. Great answer, Marvin. You're next.
I have not bought any radios this year. I'm trying to think of any antennas I've even bought, and I really can't think of any that I have specifically. I may have gotten one from I did get one from Palomar Engineering that was a 6380. That's an off-center fed. That's a really great antenna. I do like. But my favorite thing, the most expensive thing I probably bought was my Green Heron rotor controller, and I needed a second one of those, and that's expensive enough to spend. So that's probably been my biggest thing I've spent for radios so far this year, and is the Green Heron. And I don't really have a whole lot. I mean, other than my KF7, my K7 FP box is coming this week, but that's really about it. So
cool.
Nothing too major on my side.
Cool. We'll go like a book tonight, and we'll go over to Tank. What about you? And he's frozen. Nope.
No, he's not frozen.
He just moved.
He was
asleep. The Tank.
Oh, I thought someone then Tank, not just me.
It's just you, dude.
Things I bought this year, or I liked. I liked my Raspberry, or Raspbian, or the Rasp 310D Rasp Yaesu radio that I installed in my car. The video on it is not out yet. And I also got the ICOM 2370. I haven't played with that radio yet, but that's going to be my new radio for doing everything fun with satellites. So those are the good purchases. Something I think I purchased last year, I just started playing with, is the Gigaparts adapter kit that you can make your own adapters. So you can, if you're in the field and it doesn't matter what the adapter you need is, you can make it on hand. So that is a good POTA saver. So if you just grab something and you don't have the right adapter, you make it. So that was gonna probably be one of my favorite gadgets gonna be this coming year.
Cool. That's good. Over to you, Dave. What about you? Super Dave.
I guess it would be my FTX One Optima. I'm really liking the radio. I haven't had the problems that everybody else had with them, that they said they had with them. I know at the very beginning there was problems, but I'm really liking the radio. So much so that If I don't get the right price for the field one, I'm probably going to keep that one. Other than that, that's about the only thing I've really bought. Oh, I bought the ATOS 120. That's the only really two things I bought this year. And that was too much money as it was.
Agree. Even though it's not my pocket. Agree. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are joined fashionably late by the host of the World Radio League show, Andy.
The extra host.
The extra. Make sure you add that point. He is the he is the most extra host.
Extra. How y'all doing? Good to
So
see you guys.
the question, Andy, right now is, what is your favorite radio-related purchase so far this year?
Boom.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
Modern Morris. Nameless. I tell you what a key. That thing's awesome.
You got that at Dayton, didn't you?
What's that? Yes. I pre-ordered it at the beginning of the year or early on in the year, and I picked it up at Dayton. Oh, what an incredible key. Gotta love that key. And I'm trying to think. I didn't buy a lot of radio-related stuff this year.
Anyway.
That was a big deal. What did you say, Josh?
I said not yet, anyway.
Yeah, there's a thing called a budget, and yeah, absolutely. When budgeting and ham radio operating do not go hand in hand, so you kind of have to take
They do not.
No, they do not.
one or the other. And right now, I'm picking budgeting. So
Fair enough. Tornado Tim, what's your favorite purchase so far?
Well, along with Michael, I'm going to say the 7300 Mark II. Although I got that at the end of last year.
Doesn't count.
Then his doesn't count.
No, he bought his this year.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
Did I?
I thought you only got that like a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I think mine was in January. Sorry.
Then that counts.
That's not a couple of years ago or a couple of months ago, but nonetheless, that's 2026.
That's a couple months ago, dude. Because I know I bought it after Christmas. Yeah, no. It was the beginning of this year. Tax return money, $1,200. Brand new.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Try again, Tim.
Well, I got a Mercury Light that I picked up earlier this year. So it's this year. And that's a few watts in it, about 600 watts on the backside. So it's portable, runs on 48 volt batteries, and I can take it out to do POTA.
That's really slick.
Have a little fun. Yeah.
You using one of those e-bike batteries, Tim?
Yes.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Yep.
Good move.
Other than that, just little things. One other thing I did pick up was the new Uniden SDS 150 scanner. Although it's still in the box, I gotta get it opened up. And
The portable?
yes, the portable one.
Look there, Dealer Dave.
Yep, Dealer Dave's got the portable too. I've got the mobile / base station.
Yeah, I went ahead and I'm not a big scanner junkie or anything like that, but I do when bad weather comes through. Obviously, we have had quite a few tornadoes in the last couple of years in this area. I like having it with me and be able to walk around the house with it. And if we got to hunker down in the bathroom, in the closet, whatever, I've got it with me and I can listen to what's going on. Although,
Tim, do you have a basement?
we do not. We're on a crawl space. Our water table in where I live is too high to.
All of us tornado people living without a basement.
What's that?
Texas
got
notoriously
dust
doesn't have basements. You think we'll have it here, but we don't.
Yeah. There's areas where basements are prevalent. Just in the part of the county that I live in, we just have such a high water table. Which is great for amateur radio because I have a very low noise floor, and I take advantage of some of the saltwater stuff but with fresh water and a high water table. So
Interesting. Yeah, if we had a tornado, that was one of the really cool things. It's not the only thing that sold me on this house, but one of the cool things about this house is right over there, which I don't have control of the camera at the moment, but over there under my stairs is a closet. Well, if you go through that closet, because we live on a tri-level home, if you go through that closet, there is actually a door to the crawl space, but you can stand up in it. It's tall enough for that.
There are so many closet jokes I can make right now.
Oh,
What
First
are you
hour,
hiding
first
in the
hour.
closet?
first
Yeah.
hour. Well, if I'm taking my kids in the closet, that's another problem. But anyway, yes, that we're going to be safe if we did have a tornado of any sort. All right,
That's good.
Dealer Dave.
Crawl space.
Well,
And it can be anything. It can even be mesh if you've got something mesh you want to talk about.
no, two things. One, I got the SDS 150 as well. Got it a couple of weeks ago, and it's amazing. And the fact that it has the GPS built into it and will track where I'm at and give me just the local stuff helps a lot with all my travel. So that's why
I bet it does. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you get that on Let's Make a Deal?
No, I should have. I thought about it on Let's Make a Deal, but I actually just bought it through Amazon.
Okay.
And then I picked up an 857D
Bye, Michael.
in like mint condition.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. I picked that up at Field Day. We had a little swap meet during Field Day, and got a good deal on it. So those are my purchases.
Field Day is. I hear that a lot about Field Day. People have little tiny swap meets at these things, and that's a good reason to get out to your local Field Day. For me, it's a good question. One, I would say that All-Star kit that I got down in Orlando, but obviously that didn't go in the right direction. I would say probably between that, my R Finder, which this is the one that does not have the battery that looks like it's about to explode. Go look at my Hamcation videos or Hamvention videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. And then probably my Tar Heel that I put on the back of the truck. Finally been able to do HF mobile.
I was gonna say, did you finally get that thing working for power and get from blowing fuses?
No, the Tar Heel itself has never had a problem with that.
Right.
It's the Tune-matic that just I can't figure it out. I cannot figure it out. So I don't know what's going on with it. We put bigger fuses in it. We've changed line. We've done so many different things. And
yeah, you still have a short. You have a short somewhere.
Hey, Josh.
Hey,
you got to quit hiring those gay electricians.
Oh, for
They
God's
keep blowing
sake.
fuses.
Anyway, all right, Marvin, you tee up the next question.
So, we're in the mid-year here, and a lot of stuff's happened in ham radio throughout the year, and sometimes we hear about these things, sometimes we don't, and so it's kind of at the end of my year, I usually try and keep track of some of the stuff throughout the year, and I hadn't done a whole lot until this week to kind of think about what was in the overall conglomerate of what's happened so far. But through a little research, a little bit, a little hunting and pecking, I can find a few things. And so I want to make note of a few things. And if you guys have some other things that you think newsworthy that you might have come across or you might be aware of, certainly let me know. But I want to kind of start off with the beginning of the year in January and kind of work through. And there's not a whole lot of newsworthy stuff, but there's a few things that kind of comes to my mind that I could think of, and things that I found, through some chats and information. But I'm going to pull up my other page real quick on my iPad over here. I have that handy too. So the first one was the Elwood Downey, the creator of Ham Clock, passed away in January, and that was kind of the big thing that made a lot of news. It certainly opened up and started to have some development of the ham clock, looking at some open source software. And I don't really know where some of that is at still today. Obviously ham clocks are still functioning, and we're into July. They said it would come into life at the end of June. And so, I know people have picked up some of the work for the development of that, and that they are, working on things still to maybe pass out any additional firmware updates that could come through. But if anybody has any other information on that, please let me know. Any thoughts from the panelists on this? Okay. Sharon Taratula, actually a lady I actually worked with for a short time at the league. She was with the league for 32 years in February, and she was one of the awards managers. So if you ever got like a DXCC award or Worked All States awards, it's quite possible that she was probably one of those ladies at the league who served members for a long time. And I actually got to know her about 2 years ago, and she passed away in February. So, she became a Sonic Key with the league, which was quite interesting, and knowing that I knew her. I didn't know that until I really started doing some research. That came from the ARRL news. Another thing that happened in February was the FCC required now, and this was quite interesting. I didn't know this one either. I did not see this come across in the news, that if you have an FRN, the contact information must be updated within 10 days of a change. So, so it requires all FRNs, the contact information be updated within 10 days of a change. So, something to think about. If you don't know that, it might be a good thing to know.
Marvin, let me circle back here because Frank, the other Frank, Wilderness Frank, he was talking about Open Ham Clock. He says they had Chris from Open Ham Clock on the kids' table, and think that it's made great strides lately in updates.
Yeah. Tim, did you have anything on that?
Just that we had Chris on shortly after that launched. I think you were asking more about the updates themselves for our ham clock.
Yeah.
And I know
since June, yeah.
Yeah, so I do know that some people have went in and came out with some fixes and had released some information about some things that you needed to change on your installation so it would continue to update. There were some backends that the original developer had set up, and I think it pointed to resources that had been paid up to a certain point.
Right.
That's what they were making those changes for.
Andy, did you have something?
I bet Andy wants to say something about World Radio League.
Yeah, 2 words: command center. It's come along beautifully. We launched it at Hamvention, huge success, and it's kind of in the same vein. But it's our own, definitely our own interpretation of it that fits more directly in with World Radio League, and we're even I've got prototypes on my computer right now that I can run that puts a weather radar overlay onto the command center. So we're really excited about getting that out the door. Plus many other things we're going to be adding to it. But you can just click the command center button and turn your World Radio League homepage into that thing you can put up on the wall in your shack, and it looks awesome. I mean, it's kind of like Ham Clock, but also with all these direct integrations to your World Radio League logbook. So, okay, that's what I had to say about that.
No, it's a great point. It's a great point. It is a great alternate to Open Ham Clock if that's something you're looking at. But trying to get that to pull up so I can share it.
I'd love that.
Talking about, but I don't want to spend. It's not going to let me share it for some reason, but it's definitely something folks should look at for sure. Let me add something too that I think is one of the most remarkable stories. And Andy, you can fill in the details on this. One of the most remarkable stories so far, news-wise, is what you guys are doing with the teachers and ham radio prep. Why don't you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just share this real quick so you can see what we're talking about. This is the World Radio League Command Center. You got the this, of course, I'm showing it on a kind of a small screen here. Let me make it a little bigger so you can see it. So you got this map right in the middle, this globe. You can, it can be a map or a globe. You can set that however you want. But we're going to have a weather radar overlay right on top of this. So it's going to look awesome. So really excited about that. But yeah, you're referring to our Ham Radio Prep for Schools program, which is launching launching for this coming school year. We've already got a few applicants. Ham Radio Prep for Schools. Go to hamradioprep.com/schools to apply. And I have since the last time we talked about this, I have confirmed details that I hadn't had fully confirmed last time. So we want to get Ham Radio Prep in every school in America. Every school in America for students for completely free. And this applies to grade schools, K through 12, basically schools, homeschool groups, colleges, private schools, public schools. Apply. Just come and apply. And as long as you are part of a school or a school organization, we will absolutely consider your application. And we want, like I said, we want to get in every school in America and in tons of homeschool groups and that type of thing. So we're really, really excited about Ham Radio Prep for Schools. It's very easy to sign up. Just go to hamradioprep.com/schools and apply there, and you'll land on our list of schools that we're reviewing these applications as they come in. You'll land on that list, and we'll be reaching out very soon to work with you on getting you set up to get Ham Radio Prep in your school.
I think that is one of the most remarkable news stories. Granted, it's not came through TWIAR or Amateur Radio Newsline or anything like that, but this is a game changer in this hobby.
And I want to add to that. I mean, we're already hearing people say, "Oh man, this is what I need. I'm going to add this to my technology elective. This is going to be, we got a school club that we're going to give this to." There's so many of these teachers that are like, they already have plans on how to fit it into their curriculum. So we're super excited about this. And we're absolutely great if anybody from Amateur Radio Newsline or TWIR or anybody wants to do any publicization of that, just reach out. We'd be happy to do interviews, whatever you want us to do.
I can tell you this: TWIR is in hiatus for the rest of the summer, but as soon as we come back to life, I'm going to pitch the story to our producer.
How many seats per school are you doing? Is it unlimited? Is it 30?
Tell us how many students are in your school that want Ham Radio Prep courses.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool, in a given school year, within a given school year,
technician, general, extra, all of them.
Yep, technician, general, and extra, and we will. Just let us know. That how many seats you need for a given school year, and we'll work on making it happen with you.
Andy,
Frank, let me circle back on that too, because I know we're doing the technician. I'm
just trying to get some juicy details here.
Yeah,
or you're just announcing it and tell me to be quiet. I'll do that too.
No, you're good. I know we're doing technician. I'm going to have to ask James about the general and extra. I'm pretty sure that's a yes as well. But after you said that, I'm like, you know what? I better double check that with him. But
I'm trying to hype this up, man.
Yeah, definitely technician for your, everybody who wants to take it in the school in a given school year. We just need to know at the beginning of the school year how many students you're going to have that are going to want to take this. Once we have that number, we can give you, that many seats. So,
Andy, let me share this too, because this is an interesting thought that you might be able to take back to James. But Watson Hurt says, with it going into schools, how about scouts?
Apply. I mean, just if you're part of a scouting organization, go ahead and apply, and we'll see if James wants to go that route or not. But you can't hurt applying.
Absolutely.
I like
totally
that.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, amateur radio is synonymous with scouts, so it only makes sense. So that'd be kind of cool to see. Marvin, let me send it back over to you. What else you got?
Yeah, so a couple other things. So in May, the FCC approved the limited emergency use of the 70-centimeter band by the ST Space Mobile satellites outside of the U.S. So just something that we were kind of fighting for some space for there. I know we had a couple of things that the AWA wanted to be able to sign and send in to your congressman to question that. The NCVEC, National Committee for VECs, did the question pools for the 2026 to 2023 technician pool, and they just came out they took effect as of July 1st. The Radio Amateurs of Canada, the Vice President Brent Taylor became a silent key in May with that group.
Okay, just a second. Are we up to May?
Yeah, we just came up to May. Yep.
I'm going to back up to April because the
What do you have in April? I have nothing for April.
Artemis 2.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Artemis 2 circled the moon in April, and one of the most incredible missions, space missions of our lifetime. So just wanted to point that out.
I guess I'm trying to keep these more. I mean, I guess that's kind of ham radio related. I mean,
it's very ham radio related. They even had ham radio people signed up volunteering to receive signals. So, yeah.
Yeah. I want to add that to my list for the year. So I try and do it. I try and do an end of the year podcast on everything that's kind of news related that's happened throughout the year.
Yeah.
And so,
do you have
that was one of those things.
The SpaceX Pharma launch? Is that on your list already? Where they were doing slow scan TV from the capsule?
No.
Oh, there was also what was the other one?
I don't remember that story. I don't remember. I've never heard that story.
I'm going to link it to you right now if I can find it.
What was the other mission? When was?
No, those are always good to have. So, there's cool things that happen. I don't know exactly when this one happened, but a couple of notable silent keys on a couple of them. I don't really have the full dates on them. Russ Woodman, K5TUX, probably the most widely felt loss of the year for silent keys. Most of you probably know him as one of the longtime hosts of the Linux in the Ham Shack. So he's been around a long time. If you guys,
he actually used to live just right down the road from me.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then Adolf Shepard, VU2AF, known as one of India's great ambassadors for amateur radio. And then Jerry Abrams, WB2ZEX. Jerry devoted decades of public service for the Long Island amateur radio community. So a lot of people probably knew him through LICW. Those are the big silent keys I have. That's most of what I have there. Yeah. So got a couple of things. I guess still got a couple other things, but yeah,
well, you might already have them on your list, Marvin.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, I know I'm missing things.
He already missed the ham radio prep technician course launch. So,
well, yeah, that was in May, and I didn't get to May before you said that. So, the couple things from the late part of May, Senator Ted Cruz praised amateur radio volunteers. Mm-hmm. If you did not see that video from him talking about how we were prepared for emergency preparedness, that was a very good video. It was very nice of him to be able to put that out. And then ICOM introduced the X26 X206 at Hamvention. So we'll see what comes out here.
They didn't introduce anything. They gave us a 3D printed model of a radio and said, "What do you think it's going to be?"
Right.
But you know what that is?
Radio. That's ridiculous.
You know what that is? Perfect speculation. So we can all gather around it and talk about it and speculate. Unlike some other company that hates when you speculate.
If the best marketing they can come up with is to give us a 3D printed model of a radio and ask us what we think it is, oh boy, we're in trouble.
How about last year? How about last year when they gave us all the guts of the radio?
Of the 7760, yes.
I'm kidding, by the way. That was a joke.
Yeah, I think it was pure genius on ICOM's part of playing into the speculation, playing into all of our liking to talk about it and be like, what it could be. Let's look at some ports. I think they should have done that again this year. Give us the guts and the internals.
Yeah, it's been quite interesting to see what they come up with on this one. But I think a lot of people are probably pretty close. I mean, I kind of guessed that it was the 7760. I was guessing was kind of like a remote setup station, being like more screen and waterfall, more like a flex. But it was close, but not quite. I'm guessing this one to be somewhere between a 7100 and a ICOM 705 is what I'm guessing this one to come out to be. But we'll see where it actually falls. So. Other than that, the we're right in the beginning of July. So I mean, again, the new technician pool took effect here July 1st. The new technician books are out with World Radio League. Those ham radio prep there. So that's all I've really got for news. That I could really come across, unless anybody else has got something that they've come across or more relevant information. So
yeah, I think it's all great information.
I will say there's a couple of other items. Field day, huge success, great, wonderful field day this year, and WRTC is Saturday, day after tomorrow. Yep. Huge event, and we're so excited to be hosting their leaderboard this year.
Is that just a 1 day event, Andy?
Yeah, 24 hour event. Yep.
Okay.
And we're so excited and thrilled that ever since I've worked at World Radio League, this has been on our radar. They selected us a couple of years ago, basically right after the inception of World Radio League, and we are so excited about hosting their leaderboard. James is in the UK right now, working with those guys to get everything set up and rolling, and we have put in many long hours, long days, long weeks working on this. We've got one developer in particular who's been assigned to this for the past several weeks, and I'm sure he will be very glad to have it in his rearview mirror and be moving on to other exciting things. But he's done an incredible job. It's really awesome. So be sure and go enroll in the WRTC 2026 on World Radio League, so you can hunt those guys and watch that leaderboard and kind of participate as a hunter.
Did Royal League have anything special for the 13 colonies?
We put it up on our actually, yes, we had it.
A little bit of a controversy there.
Ooh, I didn't know what I stepped in here. Let's talk about
research.
So I already did some research on that.
Yeah,
need to point this one out real quick. Tortoise Overland, member of the channel for a full year. That may be the longest one so far. I'll have to go back and look. But thank you.
More better to come.
Yep.
So
go ahead, Andy.
So
sorry.
Yeah, 13 colonies. People, we put it up last year on our we hadn't had a real good special event section, so we just put it in like our contest where we put all contests and events. And so we did the same thing this year. We got a little bit of feedback from some folks. Most of them weren't even connected to the 13 colonies committee, but we went ahead and just hammered through one of our features that was getting a special event type set up in here. So now we've got the contests and events page. Contests are labeled contests, events are labeled events. You can go into an event. Members who are participating in the event on World Radio League will still pop up on the event leaderboard within World Radio League. But it's totally free to participate, and I'm definitely not going to call anybody out here because I don't want any controversy whatsoever. But I just want to make very clear: people thought that we were hyping it as a contest to make a quick buck, when in fact we were actually had it set up as a special event the whole time, pushing it hard as a special event the whole time, pushing people to the 13 Colonies website, and totally free to participate in that event on World Radio League. You did not have to pay us a red cent. And we had over 500 people participating in that event on World Radio League, and we were thankful that we could do that for the 13 Colonies special event because they're doing great things over there. We love that event. So we were really excited we were able to do that. But yeah. So yes, we absolutely pushed a rapid fire new feature out right in the middle of the 13 Colonies event. We even had 13 Colonies activator stations using World Radio League. It was really cool.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
I think that's a cool thing. And I do want to comment you had mentioned that there was some controversy about the use of the application. I'm not upset about it. It costs money to develop applications. Programmers cost money, and we need to change the attitude in our community about expecting everything for free.
Amen, sir. Amen.
I'm sorry. Get off your ass and throw a couple bucks in, and
Exactly.
if you want something, I mean, the alternative is something that looks like it came out of 1990.
Yeah, exactly.
And those people that are doing that are doing it as a labor of love, they're going to die at some point. So
yeah,
I mean, look at Hamcock.
yeah,
Hamcock's a prime example of that.
yeah. And
Exactly.
and I want to reiterate the point that the entire way that you participate in the 13 Colonies event in World Radio League, totally up to you how you want to do it, and it's totally free. There was not you didn't have to spend a dime to do that. And I also want to say that I like I said, I'm not trying to stir up any controversy, but I want it.
I'll stir it
I feel
up.
like people do not get this. I feel like people do not get this fact. We offer more for free than any of the what I would call modern loggers out there. It costs money for cloud storage, and we offer all of your cross-platform syncing entirely for free at our cost. So, it's just the members who want to support us can, and they get a couple of extra premium perks like some cross-syncing between QRZ and some different features and stuff. But all of your logging features, all your basic logging features, you log unlimited contacts into the cloud, into cloud storage completely for free.
I mean, there's a story out there, and everybody remembers Hammers. And when it first came out, it took off like a wildfire.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it was the first one
It was the
to
first
really
one.
do
It was-
logging mobile.
Yeah,
That did.
absolutely.
Then all of a sudden, it caught up with the developer. He still needed to put food on the table, needed to take care of his family, needed to have time to do those things. And guess what? He made a decision, and that was to stop supporting the program, and then everybody threw a damn fit over it. But
Yeah.
now he came in and back into it and did it, but he started charging. Not a whole lot. Not something he's getting rich over, but there was cost fees associated.
But again, he's charging for the advanced features. If you use Ham Radio Pro, it is mirroring the other application with just the shiny new GUI on it.
Yeah.
And it gives you parity with the old application. But if you want the syncing and other utilizations of resources that is just not download to the phone, then you gotta. I think it was only a couple of bucks a month, and you got to help him out because it's extra. It's service he has to maintain now, and security patches he has to do. And let me know, there's a lot of infrastructure work once you have a server up and running.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to take it another step further to raise some hell while we're at it, there was a comment earlier about the stream, Josh's stream, not this Josh, but Ham Radio Crash Course this past weekend, where they had a couple guys talking about AI development, and they called out great, fine, and dandy, right?
They called out what? Sorry, I missed that.
Open ham clock.
Because a lot of it was written with AI, and there were some vulnerabilities in there, and oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, it's a free damn program, and
Well, they called out PodaCat too. Remember?
yeah, and I'm sorry, but a lot of that stuff is just not free. This stuff doesn't just magically appear, and yes, if you're AI, you should be smart about.
Ham unicorn did
Yeah, we have.
Ham unicorn didn't poop it out. That's what he's saying.
I have thoughts on the whole AI thing. We have deeply integrated it into our system, but we also still have 4 professional developers on the team that are using it to their advantage, not as they're not just turning it loose. They're using it to their advantage to make themselves many times more productive than the single person could ever be, in a week. And it's been really incredible.
Well, it's a tool. I mean, I'm
Exactly.
in IT, and this is what I do for a living. It is a tool, and when used properly, it's great.
That's incredible, unbelievable.
Frank's, and I got it, Frank. But at the end of the day, you as a professional software coder should be able to use tools to help you get 90% of the way. Then you can go and fine tune it, make sure it's great, and it works. Work smarter, not harder.
Especially redundant tasks.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're doing redundant tasks, then yes, okay, go ahead and do that, and using AI to scan and pulling out vulnerabilities and as an assistant and do things, I give it to you. But the code that it spits out, I am so unimpressed.
Oh, so that's why if you're coding with it,
Frank, which AI agent are you using?
We're getting off the. I'm not going to go in here because I don't want to bring that up. I just dislike AI as for coders.
Well, and I understand where Tank's coming from, because if you don't understand coding and you just let AI spit something out and say it's good, there's a problem there.
Yeah, that's
but like PodaCat, they called out PodaCat. The PodaCat team actually has software engineers going over their AI code. Don is one of them.
I was going to say, isn't Casey also a software developer?
I don't know.
I thought the developer he's the main developer. Casey is. I thought he actually did that as a career too, or something along those lines. But maybe I'm wrong. It's very possible. But yeah, I know. I mean, he's spending time writing and trying to fix things as well. And I think it's almost one of those things where you have to, like Tim said, you use it as a tool, but I think you have to find a way to embrace the use of it, whether it's in your daily life or your ham radio life and hobby, whatever you're doing, because if not, you are going to fall behind from everything else that's moving on in technology and where it's moving forward.
Can I make another couple quick points here? One of which is that it's already settled. AI is the future of technology in certain ways. In certain ways, if you're not going to incorporate it, people are scared that it's going to take their job. What's going to take your job is not using it, because if you're not using it, you're becoming your efficiency level is going to start. If you're in technology, your efficiency level is going to start to be lower than those of your peers. But the one thing about this is we're setting our expectations way up here because AI is supposed to be perfect. No, it's not. It's trained on human input. Humans are imperfect. Humanity is imperfect. So that's in fact the constant search for I'm gonna get real philosophical here for just a second. The constant search for perfection is going to end in people being completely dissatisfied, because what makes us unique, what makes us creative, what makes us human is our imperfections. And so we're never going to achieve perfection, because who's to say what perfection is? So we need to embrace it as a tool, use it in the way it's meant to be used, which is as a tool, not as a perfect human replacement, but as a tool, and move on. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
So I got 2 things I want to add to that real quick. Is a couple people in the chat mentioned this. I'm using AI to build my satellite rotor. I also have the skills to do it myself, but it makes the delivery to market much faster.
100%.
Absolutely, 100%. And I'm with that one. And then the other right below it, you won't be replaced by AI. You'll be replaced by someone who knows how to use AI. And that's exactly right. So
I'm disagreeing with that. But I'm not going to go into it anymore. I've seen the groundwork's being laid. The coders are going to be extinct in 10 years.
Right. Hey, I just want to say I started this new job at Durham Communications. I'll throw the name out there. It's the best little shop in Arizona that you've never heard of. And I've been putting together what's called Durham Academy. So what I have not seen in other shops is a module-based learning system for techs, people coming in straight off the street versus people that already have technology that don't have accreditations or certifications. So what I am doing with AI, it is helping me fill in the holes where I get a little stuck. But what it's helping me do is build this Durham Academy module by module by module. And so that when these guys get up to module 9 or 10, depending, I'm still working on that, they will be what I would consider a senior technician. And that is all in the span of 5 years. And this is how I want to build this. And I've been working diligently with AI to build this. And I've already started module 1, chapter 1. It's everything is built out, and this module or this chapter of this module is already 40 pages. But what it's going to be is a teaching tool, a skills level tool. So when somebody comes in off the street and they don't know squat, they start at module 1 and work their way through. When somebody comes in off that has knowledge and gain, we figure out what that is by an assessment, and then we go, boom, hey, cool, you fit right here. Let's back up a little bit. Let's start building your skills up to where you need to be now. And right now it's working well. My general manager was just like, what are you doing? I said, yeah, dude, I'm building this for you. And I absolutely enjoy it. And by the way, my AI's name is Rusty.
That's nice. I like that, Rusty. It's a great name.
Well, he named himself, dude. He's self-aware. I swear to God. I said, dude, you have a name. He said, no. I said,
what computer is he running on? I'll be right back.
It's running on my computer right here.
A Rusty computer, I suspect.
A Rusty.
I'm going to give a quick shout out to Traveling Ham and his wife, Selena. They're coming up on 30 years. Happy soon-to-be anniversary to the both of you. I hope you're
freaking awesome.
Doing well. That's incredible. 30 years. That's really great. It's really great.
So, yeah, definitely. Look, let me say this, and we'll put the AI topic to bed. I think this is there's definitely a show we should dedicate to talking.
Yeah, but the AI topic's not going to bed anytime soon.
Yeah,
we're gonna stay up real late.
let's do this, and we've got several episodes available between now and Huntsville. So let's put a pin in the AI side of things for now, and then we'll bring this back to life. But my philosophy is I work in video for a living, not Ham Shack, but in my day job. And we've had a lot of fears about AI make porn videos. Anyway, we've had fears about AI, especially watching Adobe with their generative video that they're working on. But I'm in the camp of AI is good as a tool. It's nowhere close to taking at least video people's jobs yet. So I think Andy is right. I think that people need to preserve your jobs and stuff. You've got to learn how to adapt it.
Wow. Andy was right. That's the best thing anybody said about me all day.
That's the first time ever Andy's ever been right on this stream.
Wow. Andy, if you want to leave, you can. I mean,
I'm gonna see if I can keep a roll going here. World Radio Link is the best vlogger. Was I right? Yeah, of course I was right.
Yeah, you're still right. But anyway, I do want to return to ham radio, and AI does have its place in ham radio, and we'll talk about that more down the pipe.
In noise reduction and advanced filtering. Oh heck yeah, let's do that. I'm so on board with that.
I did one last turd on the table on this one.
Go ahead, Tornado.
We are going into a new industrial revolution, right?
Yep.
This is what we've seen. If you do a job, and this is just warning, if you do a job that's repetitive, that can be automated, if you're picking up things and moving it from one box and move it to the next box, and it can be automated, it's going to be automated.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut
now.
if we were drinking and outside of a live stream,
Yeah.
I will so go down this rabbit hole with you.
Okay.
But we're on a live stream.
Tim,
Someone's been drinking.
I mean, even if we go to that point, I mean, Frank was all about just now. You, Frank, Tank Frank, is all about just now noise filtering and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. And then we've got K4TRK. It says AI has no place in amateur radio. So
Tim, I agree with what you said about. I agree what you said about us going into a new industrial revolution, except that in the grand scheme of history, the industrial revolution was so recent. I would make the argument that it's never stopped. It's just continued on.
No. There's the industrial revolution with the steam engine and cotton gin and all that stuff from that age. We are going through the transistor revolution. Now.
Yeah, it's like the next phase of the revolution.
The next phase will be the software phase.
Tim is right about automating.
Oh yeah,
my work, our warehouses, a third of them are robot picking parts.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to get into it. Okay. Next topic. Or I'm just gonna keep pouring whiskey.
I'm gonna get back on ham radio. I don't think you brought it up, Marvin. But I like the fact that Cushcraft, High Gain, Ameritron, and Mirage are being brought back to life.
Oh, I did not bring that back. Thank you. I broke that news story online earlier this year and back in May, and I forgot about that.
And Tentec.
Look at Dave just getting the brownie.
We found out about Tentec last year coming back.
Tentec for 10, 15 years that they're coming back. And I until there's a working product on a shelf somewhere, for sale, I'm gonna whatever.
Oh. Wait, what about Commodore coming back? Commodore is coming back.
I want a Commodore.
Commodore 64, Commodore 128, the Commodore Computer Company.
And Stepper IR is making its way back into the amateur radio. They got out of their, well, they didn't get out. They brought back the amateur radio sales of things too for online. So they came back about the same time. High Gain and what was the other brand you just said? I'm drawing a blank on.
Cushcraft.
Cushcraft. Thank you. Yeah.
Cushcraft.
Not High Gain. Yeah.
Did you say Comet or Comment?
Both.
Comet's been around a long time. They haven't left, have they?
No, we're just pulling your leg.
Oh no, I didn't think so.
Do we have anything else?
And actually, did you see that the same company that bought Cushcraft and High Gain was also bringing back? They bought another section
and Mirage.
Ameritron and Mirage, yeah. So they're bringing that as well too.
God, I hope it's a little bit better quality. Just saying.
Is it too early to wish for MFJ to come back?
Well, they kind of are, kind of not. I mean, really,
they're coming back with a different name, a different company, and they'll rebuild and hopefully some better products. I'll be quite honest. I mean, there's a reason MFJ had Mississippi's Finest Junk as an acronym. So
a lot of, I mean, if we're being realistic, a lot of Intellitron stuff is residual MFJ.
It is made in the same factory, supposedly made better, but we're not going to debate that here or there. So.
Yeah, I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Well, everybody
two of you guys are gigaparts, So
everybody says mighty fine junk, but you know what? MFJ made amateur radio affordable for the average person.
Yep.
True. Absolutely. You're not wrong. You're absolutely right.
Now,
it's just had a lot of quality issues, but
I hope that High Gain, Cushcraft, Ameritron, and Mirage come back to the quality they were before MFJ took them over.
Yes.
But only time will tell.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what's going to make or break that company is how well they bring their products back and what level. So,
yep.
Adirondack mentioned that about bringing back or resurrecting Heathkit. I don't know if we have
I heard something about that.
We have a plethora of kit radios.
Ooh, good word, Tim.
But it's not a 10 box. It's not a 10 box kit radio like Heathkit. Come on now.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if there's enough people out there that have the diligence or the patience to
oh,
build
there is.
radios like they used to. And now with the miniaturized components, it's pretty darn hard.
that,
Well, I mean,
that's
this is true. If you wanted to get on radio, I mean, even up through the 70s, you either bought a brand new one or you built a Heath kit. That was it. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, that was the majority of your choice. If you build it, you could build it or you could buy it brand new. And I mean, that literally was the choice. I love Heath kit. I had my dad's Heath kit, Seneca 6 and 2. The absolutely most gorgeous little radio you ever saw.
Well,
Beautiful.
I would argue that as a hobby, the technical side of our hobby is going away. It's dying off because you do not have to build radios to get into the hobby. You don't necessarily have to understand the engineering or the electronic side of the hobby anymore.
So Tim, are you going to agree with me? The extra test is now considered gatekeeping. If you go down that road, you don't need to know circuitry anymore for the extra test.
No. Don't disagree with this one.
I think that maybe we need to look at was it the Canadian or the UK system where based on how you score on the exam, it gets you a level of privileges. Everybody gets the same frequencies. The better you do, the more power you get.
If you want to keep the frequencies differentiation, okay, but the test should cover the extra frequencies math and what regulations that you would still need to know for that extra step. So like the first test centers around technician bands and all the technician math. The second one is most of the HF math. And the third one would be what additional privileges and all the regulations, because we're still held by the regulations themselves. And that test needs to make sure you know how to operate as a good amateur radio operator.
No, I think today's test is not reflective of today's hobby. I think today's test is reflective of
I think you're right.
And I think it needs to be shifted. And
I agree on that.
Well, just like you guys were talking about Heath kits. I mean, semiconductors and microprocessors put Heath kit out of business because it got to the point to where it wasn't easy for the people that used to be able to build those kits to be able to build them. And I ask a lot of these guys nowadays that are running around screaming, "Well, when I got into radio, I had to build my own radio." Ask them how many radios you got in your shack you built right now.
Agreed.
99% of them will say, "Well, I didn't build any of my radios."
And some people like, "Oh, I build my antennas," but do you need to know those advanced circuitry diagrams for an antenna? The hardest thing we have is a handful of capacitors and resistors.
I wholeheartedly disagree with Tank, and I wholeheartedly disagree with anybody that says that you need to take the skill out of understanding what the hell you're doing. If you've got a radio, you better understand, and that's the purpose of amateur radio.
Does it understand the circuitry and what's happened in the radio?
Yes.
You understand what an IF is. Why?
There's so many operators out there who are not technical. They just want to get on the air. They just want to play ham radio.
The Radio Shack put a Radio Shack Channel 14 radio. No. If you don't understand what the hell's going on in your radio, you don't need to be messing with that radio. Period. End of statement.
So when it breaks, am I going to be opening it up and trying to fix it? No, you know how close those soldered things are? I need to look at the diagram schematic to fix it?
Yeah.
I'm just sending it to someone else.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So we're going to get into argument back and forth here. And I know we try to keep.
I thought that was this channel about. Josh is gone.
Yes, but we got people want to be able to understand what each other's saying here, and I can see where you both are coming from on this. I'm going to be the moderator here, as Josh took off. But I have to agree with Michael for just a second here. Is that you have to understand kind of how things are going on, because you have filters and things in there that are going on in your radio, and if you don't know how some of those function and whatnot, then how are you supposed to be able to make those different adjustments? If you don't understand what ALC is or how ALC is created, then you don't know what to do with that knob. You don't know how to
But
adjust
that's a
those
feature
things.
of the radio. Understanding what the feature does and how to transform the band and how it limits and blocks certain portion.
But you
That's a
should know
part
where
of
ALC comes from.
operating.
How is that created?
But
Okay,
do I
so-
need to know a radio is made up of component A to component B and the simple schematic, the diagram
Can't even
of
say
this
the
is a
word.
resistor, transistor, and how it all's laid out inside the radio? No.
Yeah.
But how's it functioned and what some of these common filterings that do to help you improve the radio use? I'll give you that hands down. But
that
the
mentality-
diagram and circuits and some of the that stuff,
I saw that,
toss
Josh.
it, throw it out.
Folks, I just got to say this. You aren't going to get entertainment like this anywhere else on a Thursday night. So make sure you hit the like button in the
Before you leave, please hit the like button.
and let's get think up to at least 7,800 subscribers.
Stand by for technical difficulty.
Hey guys, I will say this with Marvin and Michael's thought process on that. You can take off probably 99% people driving their cars out there. Your mentality there with what you're saying.
Ooh, good
That
point.
anybody that drives a car should be the
Yeah.
same way.
Should be able to know how the engine works and how to break it down and pull out the
No, but you
transmission
should know
and
where
know
to
the
put
gearing
the
ratio.
oil.
Because that's what you're saying equivalent for. That's
But
an
you-
excellent analogy.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
if you look at my comment section in my videos, a lot of people out there say we need to do away with the license altogether.
No,
And we-
I
don't
I
agree
want
with
the
that.
license.
I
The
don't agree with
license
that.
should
Better than
center
that.
around the rules and regulations of operating the radio. How the what these at the troposphere and all the bands that we're bouncing off of. How propagation works. How ground
does
wave
propagation
works.
work?
And
Wait,
the
wait,
theories
hold on.
behind that. But we don't need the nuts and bolts of how these things work. No one
Tank.
cares anymore.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Tank,
Hit me.
list 4 different versions of propagation for me right now. Can you?
The 4 different versions?
No, just list me 4.
There's skywave, ground wave, the knife as it comes over a hill. It has the back propagation, and you got scatter.
The knife wave.
The knife propagation, knife edge. I think it was.
It's a tomahawk.
Hey, you got 2 of them. Man.
I like KJ5's comment. He said, if we need to know, we'll go watch Smoking Ape.
Yeah.
Well, Smoking Ape's right now, so you can go watch Smoking Ape. So
Don't say that. We're live right now. You take viewers away.
Yeah. What are you doing, Michael?
So this is what I'm saying. I've got and this is why I'm putting together the Durham. Jesus, my brain's fried now. The Durham Academy stuff, because you don't need to know the IF section. You don't need to know that. Okay. What I'm saying is that there's skill involved. You should have a set of skills in order to use that radio sitting right over there. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 radios that are sitting over here right now. You need to have a certain skill level in order to operate that radio safely. I am not going to put my guys
Safely.
out. Hold on. Yes, safely. I am not going to put my guys out there in the field, the guys I work with. I don't want them to know how the damn thing part by part works. I want them to know how it works. I want them to understand how it works. I want them to understand that when their buddy over here keys up a radio and they're putting a freaking connector on the end of the wire to the damn antenna, that they're going to get burned. I want them to know that the skills that are required to operate and troubleshoot that
You're talking
radio
about
they have.
text.
Now, I'm talking about text, but I'm also talking about amateur radio operators.
Tank, there's nothing, unless you've already upgraded, there's nothing keeping you from staying at general. I mean, there's
Nothing.
nothing keeping you from.
There's not a damn thing that's keeping. I am a general. I haven't been a general
I'm a
for
general
over
too.
15 years. So, you know,
But why you go up to the extra portion? You have to know advanced circuitry,
Well, those are the
advanced
people
math.
who want the advance. I'm not going. Never mind. I'm not going to get into this.
But
fight
in
with
order
my-
to have
Sorry, I
the
opened my
nicer
mouth.
license,
Yeah.
and then you can hold a club license, because a club doesn't want a general to have their club license, because you're stuck to the general bands. You want an extra have your license, so then when the club gets together, they can get on the extra bands. Because if your
Frank,
club license held by a
I hate to
general,
say it.
you
I hate to
cannot
say it, guys.
use that call sign on the extra bands.
I hate to say it, guys. This is starting to sound like a gatekeeping strike.
It is totally gatekeeping,
Frank,
and that's why I want to
Exactly.
get rid of it.
Frank, first of all, you do not have to be an extra. A. B, if you cannot become an extra because of what you don't know, that's on you. That's all I have to say.
Look, and I'll
Wait.
I'll prove that point right there. You do not have to be an extra.
Nope.
Because look at one of the most influential ham radio YouTubers, Ham Radio 2.0.
I have an extra job.
General.
Yeah,
We
but you
know.
know, Michael's
General,
saying
because he doesn't want to put the effort in learning all that other bullshit, so we can go ahead and get those. Sorry.
Well, Michael's saying this has to be.
Because
You
if
have
we
to know
don't-
this stuff to get extra. So what that? Hold on. Let me finish my statement here.
Go
So what
ahead,
you're
go
saying,
ahead.
Michael, is the test needs to be a practical test, because right now, every level of amateur radio testing is a memorization test. As far as I'm concerned,
No.
as far as I'm concerned,
if you got the memory, go for it. Is that how you get your
As
license?
far
and
as I'm
ticket?
concerned,
I'm so good for it.
the license test, as far as I'm concerned, is your ticket to learn.
Right.
So you saying the only way to get this stuff, you gotta know this. What about the ones that went from 0 to hero in a day?
Yeah,
There's many of them.
It's a memorization test.
it is a
That is your
memorization.
license to learn.
Yep.
It's a
I agree.
memory test if you don't study with hamradioprep.com, which I believe Josh has code for.
And Shack
Andy,
TV for
me.
whatever it is,
Use
10%
the
off.
code for ham.
No, I
Shack
just
TV.
think there's a lot. There's a lot of information in the extra test. There's no doubt, and it's a challenging test. I didn't pass mine the first time, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things that Dave's right. It is a license to learn, but there's a lot of good information in those things that if you're going to learn to build antennas, you're going to put up, like a phasing antennas. It tells you how to go about doing that, and yeah, you
I'm
can go
okay
your
with
whole
some of
ham
the
radio
theory.
career.
And-
You can
and
you
what-
can
what
do your
Mike-
whole ham radio career without having to put up phased antennas and everything else.
Yeah.
But I mean, for you to be able to do that, I think that extra just provides that that knowledge level to be able to do that, and really at the extra level, you're also almost right to the point of a general radio operator's license, which is called the GRAL.
No,
You're not
it's-
at
no,
amateur.
it's-
You're not that far away. You are just a shy couple things away from the GRAL.
Okay.
I
I have reasons.
Hold
to
on,
hate
Andy.
the-
Hold on, Andy.
I have reasons to hate the growl because I am in the commercial radio world. If you are not working on aircraft ILS
Or
systems
boats.
or boats, why do you have to have that section of the test? The growl was a mashup to throw in with section 3. It's giant. It is extra exam on steroids plus Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
I would have stopped the steroids, but okay.
Hey,
No,
hey, don't forget the
What?
$1 Million Man.
Teddy-
Yes, you can't announce all that royal. Oh Lord,
Oh
this
boy.
is really about to go off the deep end. Everybody, welcome in
Hey, Nolan.
Nolan.
Please
So-
preach sanity.
So, Mike, I'm going to let you think. I'm going to go to Andy real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go. Okay. So the Grohl exam, NFPA put out and said that you have to take the Grohl exam to work on a bidirectional amplifier, which is VHF UHF 7800.
Correct.
But why do I need to learn about boat navigation and boat radios and ILS systems and how many satellite, or not how many satellites, but what is the altitude of a GPS satellite? What is the altitude of an Iridium satellite? This is the same argument that Tank is giving. I'm giving the same argument he is, but with Grohl. Why do you need to know this when you're not going to be working on it. But I will say this, it is skills. If you do not have the skills, you should not be operating that radio, and that is the point of the growl. Okay?
Right.
The other stuff to the side, the navigation, the GPS, the freaking boat radios. I'm not going to be working on a radar system. So
Those should almost be endorsements.
Exactly. It should be endorsements. But I'm agreeing with Tank, and I'm also disagreeing with Tank, because if we take those skills that matter out of amateur radio, then we might as well just give a fucking license away. That's what I'm saying.
Yep. All right, Andy.
Yeah, let's just all change our minds and agree with Frank and go down, pound on the door of the FCC and tell them what for. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think Frank was saying the tests need to go away. I don't think that's what Frank was saying.
I've got to drop, guys. It's been interesting being on the street. No, I'm kidding. You guys are hilarious. I got to go ahead and drop tonight. Don't forget the World Radio League show Mondays at 2 p.m. Central Time. It's very different from this. And we will likely be live streaming on Saturday morning due to the WRTC kickoff. So come watch us there. Absolutely. WRTC is kicking off Saturday morning. It's going to be fun. Nolan, great to see you. I hope you bring sanity to this conversation. Guys, have a great evening. We'll see you next week.
Bye, Nolan. Bye, Andy.
Did you pass your live streaming test?
Right?
God's sake.
Advanced computers will be on there, and you got to diagram how a graphics card works.
That's
I think Nolan froze.
Nolan is frozen and he looks stoned.
Oh, Lord.
I know that look on Nolan was like, what did I just walk into?
He's gone, and he's gone too.
Yeah.
And on that note, we got business to take care of. Play it, clip.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Do it.
Cut it off. Bitch. Stop the gatekeeping from TJ.
So he's agreeing with me. He's
Josh,
agreeing with me.
play that clip like you've got a producer on the backside that's doing all your socks, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Showmanship.
His producer's Marvin.
Oh, okay.
Showmanship. We'll just put it that way. Anyway,
Never mind. I will do it live.
we
Do
are
it
doing
live.
We're doing it
Do it
live.
live.
We are doing it live.
I'll write it myself and do it live.
Yep. Hey, let's shift gears a little bit. Get back to the 2026 topic here a little
Was
bit.
that the topic?
Yeah,
It was.
we went down the AI rabbit hole that y'all were about ready to kill each other, and then we went over the testing stuff that y'all were about ready to kill each other.
Dude, Frank for vice president? Yes. Put me in office and see how many things I break.
Which Frank? That's the bigger question.
Popcorn.
This one.
One thing I want to acknowledge, while everybody's been bitching back and forth, I went back and looked, and I totally missed it.
Good.
The 1 year anniversary of this panel. Totally missed it. We started doing this back in May of 2025.
Did we really?
We did. It was not Ham Shack TV Live at the time. If you all remember, it was the Ham Shack Trading Post and Roundtable.
Trading Post. Yes.
Yep. And it kind of evolved into this, whatever this is.
Has it really been a year, Josh?
Invited me and it went downhill on a freaking wagon full of shit.
Just be a woman, man. You can choose any date the anniversary falls on.
Yeah. May 22nd, 2026 or 25 was the start of it. And I'm looking back, and I think that for the next thing that we want to talk about here, let's talk about some of our favorite live streams we've done since January 1st. We have now done this is live stream show episode number 56.
There was one that was really obliterated, but I don't remember which one that was.
Is that the one that you fell asleep?
Fell asleep.
I was gonna say
no, that was when I was sick. That was one of my favorite ones, though.
Yeah,
I know.
So that was my favorite stream. Michael falling asleep on his couch.
That was funny.
You want to know what the
no couch?
You want to know what the best stream was so far this year? And I don't think we can top it. I really don't think we can top it.
I think this one's in the running.
Is that the one with Chris Bowden that came in?
March 26th. The topic was supposed to be Rars Fest, and we had Nancy on and all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, this random guy signs on
at the end of the show.
At the end of the show, thanks to
You're
Tortoise.
welcome. You're welcome.
And we give Chris Bowden, better known as Physics Duck, his technician test live right here on the show. That show got 3,555 hits within that first week.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. That's the biggest show we've had by a long shot.
And the second one was me falling asleep with Chris Bowden.
I don't even remember which episode that was, but I'm looking over the list of topics that we've done. I mean,
Jason Lockhood says pink tutu. Why were you wearing a pink tutu?
When,
Tank?
Do we know? Yeah.
Why? All I heard about it when you did it was so many people.
Hey,
so
Tank,
many people
were
saying the pink tutu. I'm like, why?
I don't know where it was.
I think it was Orlando, right?
No, it was Ham. No, it was Hamvention.
Or Hamvention, yeah.
It was because of $1,000 in super chats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Frank,
and it wasn't just Michael. If you remember,
it wasn't just me, but I started it.
Miss Dave took it over the top at the Bricker's favorite stream.
Michael was going to do it all himself, but YouTube limits the super chats now.
Yep. But it was Bricker's favorite stream is where Dave took it over the top live on the stream.
Yeah, he did.
4 days in May.
Vendor night, 4 days in May.
Yep, that was fun. That I have to say that was a fun a fun night with Dave and I, and then you and Levi, and then Paul and Shannon just coming in and just taking over the stream for like a half an hour. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, next year, Michael, we've got to be there because they've already talked to Josh about it, so we've got to be there. So we're live on the live stream.
We got excellent feedback from everybody involved.
Wait,
from
who's
4
running
days
the
in May
background
people.
then?
We need to figure out better
something.
internet before we do that. But
I got a Starlink, dude.
Well, I have a Starlink too, but how are you going to get that signal through all those brick walls?
It's called a Cat 5 cable, sir.
Whatever you were using, you didn't have a bad signal.
No, I was using hotel Wi-Fi, surprisingly.
Now, when you walked around with your phone, that was a different story.
Yeah, that was kind of shitty.
I was sitting right under the access point at the where I set up in there. But I know seriously, we're planning on doing that again next year. It was such a huge success, and even the 4 days in May people were complimentary of it. So it's happening again. That honestly is probably between that show and then the Ham Shack TV Live before Orlando, when we did it on the camp at the campground in Orlando. I think I like that too. These road shows are fun.
Interstellar Starman said his favorite show is when I won a bunch of Teletron equipment.
Yes. Yeah, he won that big prize package we had. I don't even remember what that was for. Was that 2 million views?
No.
I don't remember.
I think so.
We've done so many giveaways and things. It's tough to say.
Nolan's in his living room right now. Let's say hello to Nolan before we forget he's even down here.
Hi, Nolan.
Oh, Nolan. We're talking about you.
I'm really struggling with my audio.
Are you trying to get a suntan, dude? Oh, yeah, you're definitely trying to get a suntan, dude.
I just need a new camera. Hey, Josh, you got any camera recommendations?
Insta 360.
OBSBot.
Yep.
OBS bot, yes.
All right, let's see if my white balance stays where it is.
You just got a nice suntan. Let's be real.
Wait, are you trying to get whiter or less whiter? What?
Wow.
Why don't you go over and tickle those ivories for me?
Watch it.
Back there on my baby gram.
That's illegal.
So, Josh, what we don't have is, I don't see on the back end here in our Google list, is where we actually tested Chris Bowden on our second episode. And I felt like we had a lot of views coming out of that one as well when we did his general.
I fell asleep on.
Yep, that's when Michael fell asleep.
Yeah, I just don't see where that's at and where the numbers are at on that one. So
I didn't write that one down.
okay,
I know
gotcha.
that it wasn't as big as the first
one. Yeah, no, I knew that. I just curious. And then the other one I was thinking of was that we've had pretty good numbers on was back when we talked about is FT8 killing classic digital modes versus talking about other ones, and that was a good episode too. I really liked that. Was one of my favorite ones probably from the year. I know I had a few comments come back to me on the one we did with Podacat where he kind of felt like the guy was all over the board. That one wasn't so great, but I thought Skywarn having Charles on was actually one of our better streams that we've had this year as well. I mean, we've had some really great streams across the board, but I think some of those tops, in my mind, those are mine that I've been most favorited with. So
I really liked when we had El Marie on the She's on Frequency episode.
El Marie's fun.
That was really fun.
I hung out with her a couple of times, and she's a fun cookie.
Yeah.
Of course, we had Jason Cam4ACK on back in February. That's always great. By the way, speaking of Cam4ACK, it is now time for your nightly reminder that K8MRD is wrong.com. And also send your complaints to K8MRD at iCloud.com.
And use that APRS node. He gets on there a lot out here.
Don't forget Bruce Overland for president. And Frank for vice president.
Yeah. Trying to look. Here.
Nolan, did you freeze again? I think he froze again.
Nope, his eyes were moving.
No, his eyes
there
are
he is.
moving.
Now he's moving. Okay.
He just has that face, dude. It's like a rock.
Just like a rock, exactly.
I'm looking for stuff.
He's deeply concentrated.
Anybody else got? Wow, Tim and Michael both went buffering instantaneously together and came back together. That's weird. That must be a StreamYard thing. Anybody else got any fond memories of any of the streams we've done so far this year?
Yeah, we're kind of getting towards our end of the show here, aren't we? Oh,
yep.
Time's gone by quick tonight.
Tonight's fun, man. I think tonight's your top 10.
That's because you're on it, right, Frank?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. I've been drinking. It's been amazing.
Top when?
When I really think about it, we've had some great streams, but I still think the funnest one was definitely 4 Days in May. That stream was just having fun, talking with people. It was just one of those streams that just was a blast.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Orlando was pretty fun too. Out there.
It was.
In the campground.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a trip trying to do that stream too.
He just was better prepared for Hamvention than he was.
Oh, yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
I upped my engineering game on that one for sure.
I mean, he just like literally unpacked the freaking dummy load with a crate of stuff at Orlando and went, okay, let's put this together.
If you remember, we wound up on the computer laptop camera for a while.
Yeah, that was a trip.
Yep. You know, I'm looking, and this wasn't 2026, but I'm going to point this one out really. Probably one of my, it's got to be top 3 streams that we've ever done was December 11th, 2025. That was the stream that we did. We had Tim Berry. No, that was, it was the giveaway night. No, that was the night that I hit 10,000 subscribers, but
right.
No, we did the giveaway the following week, but that night, Tim Berry's one of my most influential figures in amateur radio, WB4GBI. And
that was a good stream.
I loved having him on, and anytime I'm around him, because he lives 20 miles up the street from me, just hearing the stories that he's got from 30, 40, I don't think he's quite been in the hobby 50 years, but a long time worth of amateur radio. You can listen to that. I could do a whole 24-hour stream of Tim Berry talking, really. But, yeah, that's that. Well, now that we've talked about what's happened this year, let's talk about what's going on the rest of the year. For the channel, the next big one is Huntsville, of course. Almost everybody you see on the screen, or maybe everybody you see on, well, I don't know about Nolan. You're not making it, Dave?
Nope. I got a promotion at work, and work.
I've lost your audio, Dave.
You lost my audio?
It is, now you're back.
I said I got a promotion at work, so it's kind of put a hampering in me going.
He got some money now.
Right?
He's
I
one of
can't
them
do ham
merch
radio
folks.
anymore. I got to work more.
That is just the worst thing I've heard all day, Dave. That's horrible. Not the promotion. The promotion's great news.
Oh, I'm not real happy about it either.
You're not happy about the promotion?
No. The fact that after I got the promotion, I got told I couldn't have the time off.
That is some garbage.
You should be like.
So they took your time off away.
Well, and I understand why. We've got a big point of sale rolling out, and I'm now in charge of the database side of it.
Well, that sucks. I was really looking forward to that. I'm still looking forward to it, but dang.
We're just going to go to Dave's house and kidnap him, and then his job can't say anything about it. Because if he's kidnapped, then, he's safe. But, like, if he just went on his own, he could lose his job. So we're going to roll by. We're going to kidnap him.
Tell him
throw him in the
you'll be
trunk.
available to work remotely when needed or requested.
Oh, no. The company took remote away.
No,
They run it
because
back in
you
the
had
office.
your vacation
Hear 'em
already
out.
planned, approved. You'd be like, "This is the compromise. I'm still going to go,
Wow.
but if anything bad happens, call me, and I'll be online within 2 hours."
Yeah. Well. Oh well. It sucks.
Anything bad happens, call Tim.
Huntsville's coming up about a month away. We will have Mark in for BCD on the week before. He's the chairman of the Huntsville Ham Fest, August 13th. Right around that time, we will be celebrating 2 years of Ham Shack TV. Hard to believe it's already been 2 years. And then the following week, we'll be doing it live from Huntsville. God, can we top what we did in Orlando or Dayton? I don't know.
Huntsville? Oh, yes.
Well,
Yes. You know what we do in Huntsville? You've been there.
oh, I know. I'm
Well,
talking.
then it's easily topped.
I'm talking about the live show.
Oh, well.
What
that's your-
happens in Huntsville stays in Huntsville. Frank.
Unless I broadcast it.
Well, then you're not welcome Friday.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there Wednesday.
Just keep the camera away.
The question is do I get a strong enough Starlink signal to broadcast from the mountain?
Nope.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh,
And
you
then-
will. We'll just find an open hole in the trees. You'll be fine.
There's no open hole in the trees.
It's a pretty thick canopy. Yeah.
Last
unless you're
year
at
he did
Jason's
it.
side.
Just
Last
find
year he
somebody
did
who
it
has
at
first shot.
Gigaparts.
You could.
Do you remember Michael? He was at
Yeah.
Gigaparts last year.
That
Yeah.
was kind of, and that tour around the museum, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I want to have everybody on like I normally do, and I've already been told by Gigaparts I can do the show from the store, but
Nice.
if everybody's on the mountain, I lose that. That's
Mhm.
I've got to figure this out.
Everybody
Thursday.
needs to
How
come to
about
the
Thursday?
store. That's all there is to it.
I normally do the show, Frank.
No, Thursdays is
You do it at the pavilion, and you get everybody to go to the pavilion.
no, that's a Friday.
You can put-
Fridays we're at the pavilion all day.
You can put the satellite on the roof of the pavilion.
Yeah. If you want to do it from Gigaparts, Thursday would be your day because a lot of us are there Thursday.
Well, I always do the the show is Thursday regardless.
Thursday
It's
night,
always
Frank.
Thursday.
Same time as now.
Or
Yep.
Josh, you record it as a roundtable, and then play that recording at Thursday night.
Yeah.
Do it as a premiere. That's not a horrible idea. We'll think about that. But anyway, got that. That's going to be a good thing. And then November, I've got Stone Mountain Ham Fest in the log, so that's going to be good. I may make it down there this year. I've heard too many good things about the Stone Mountain Ham Fest. Well, if you don't know where Stone Mountain is, it's Georgia, it's east of Atlanta. And then that's all I have on the docket so far this year, but there's a lot more to come. Anybody else got anything exciting coming up for the rest of 26?
I could say
Nothing.
something.
Your 8,000 subscriber
8,000
giveaway.
subscribers giveaway. That's coming up, and the counter's barely budged.
It's
It
gone.
actually went down one.
Shh, I wasn't going to point that out. Well,
Frank already did in the chat.
Hey, he actually lost 2 and gained 1.
Josh, man, you came on my live stream. I helped you, man.
You did.
Get to 10,000. I'm trying to get my 8.
Guys, if you seriously, in all seriousness, if you're not
Yes.
already subscribed to Tank, look, here's the thing. Tank's been doing this a lot longer than I am, and I kind of feel bad that I passed him. Y'all need to go subscribe
Good for
to him.
you for passing me.
Go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to him and win a radio, or not a radio, but win a whole kit.
Win
kit.
a starter Ham Shack starter kit. Everything you need to start your Ham Shack, except the radio and GoX.
Not to be confused with Ham Shack TV.
I just made that 3.
There you go. There you go. And while you're at it, guys, go subscribe to the rest of these guys. There's a dog butt you can subscribe to right there, I guess.
If you got more than one channel, subscribe with both channels.
Yeah. I manage 5 YouTube channels, I think.
Or all 8 of the channels.
Yeah. So, yeah, go subscribe to everybody. And Frank is doing the other Frank is doing the good work of dropping the links in the chat.
Another one.
Yep. So, anyway, guys, it's 9:53. Frank is going to be starting itchy to get his live stream going.
Yep. Thank you, Frank. Frank literally hits a button on his StreamYard or his Stream Deck, and he can put these into the chat real quick. So it makes it super simple. So thank you, Frank, for doing that. That's a lot of copy and paste I have to do otherwise.
I just got an alert from my wife that says, tell everybody to go subscribe to Reset with Wit.
Oh, yes.
I'll leave that there. That's my wife's YouTube channel. She's had it's gotten a little stagnant lately, stale as far as growth goes. So go give her a boost. Her channel is Reset with Wit. All the XYLs will love her content. So if you got an XYL or a YL, send them that way. All right. So let's get ready to start wrapping. Let me go over to Marvin. What's coming up this week for you?
Well, actually quite interesting. We were able to put out a podcast this past Monday talking about HTs, and I actually had a new co-host, Andrew, from Michigan there with me, and I want to say it's W8DMT, I think is his call sign, and if I think I got that right. And a good addition to my podcast, which is kind of cool. It's nice to have a little back and forth, and we're still kind of trying to figure out that role a little bit, which is quite interesting. But we do have a number of others that are coming up as well. I don't know if we're going to try to go weekly now with it or not, if we can get 2 people kind of working on the notes and the show notes and stuff, but definitely come around a little bit more. I don't know. I'd like to get some videos out, but I just have not had the time to do any editing at all. So I'm not going to try right now with that. But other than that, everything else is going pretty good. Had a good field day overall. I think I'm actually the host next week of this show. So I'm kind of coming up on a couple different topics, and I'll definitely give Josh the topic by tomorrow, the next day. I'm trying to confirm some of those up and see where that's going to go. But I have a couple ideas in mind, so we should be good with that. But but go check out the Ham Radio Guy on YouTube and your podcast. And again, all my video podcasts are on YouTube now. All my podcasts are on Apple Podcasts, are actually a video podcast as well. So you can do it that way as well. And I'm showing a few more things on screens nowadays. Set up with a whole new system called Ecamm. So trying to figure out how to bring that all in and bring it all together. It's been kind of an interesting learning curve. We're still trying to figure some of that out, but it's coming together, which I can appreciate. So thank you for all the subscribers, and I'm going to try and get something on Patreon probably tomorrow. So yeah, I did put one thing out there. I put a poll out on my Patreon channel, and it's open to anybody to go see. So patreon.com/the Ham Radio Guy is if you had an opportunity to use a Flex radio for a small service fee without having to pay the remote ham radio prices, something very reasonable, with lots of time available to you, would you use it? And that's a poll out there on my Patreon channel, and I've only got just like 1 or 2 people to vote on that. So I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen more coverage on that. But if you guys are checking it out, patreon.com / the ham radio guy, go check out that poll and let me know if that's something you'd use or not.
So are we calling that only hams?
Yeah, that would be only hams. Yes, only hams would do that. So.
Only hams.
Good stuff. Let me touch on this real quick. I know my update's so overmodulated, Michael. You can't even make sense out of it hardly. There we go. Marvin did mention that he will be hosting next week. I don't know why I'm frozen. There I go. I had forgotten a year ago I bought a ticket to an event for this coming Thursday, but I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I've been waiting 25 years to have this opportunity, but I am actually going to meet one of my favorite NASCAR drivers of all time, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh, cool.
So that's
awesome.
That's coming up. He's doing a speaking engagement at a event in Athens, Tennessee, a Chamber of Commerce type thing, but it's a public event. And funny enough, I have ticket number 8. How ironic is that? It's the 8th ticket.
Dude, you need to get him to sign that.
I'm planning on it. But
everybody has ticket number 8.
That would
be terrible.
Either 8 or 88. But I love you guys, but no, I'm going to do that next week. Marvin will have you in good hands. He's going to have a great show lined up. I guarantee you that.
You take some time off when you need it, man.
Yep. Now, since Michael got up and left, I guess we'll go over to Dave. We'll put Michael down the list. What about you? What's up this week?
Well, I got some parts that came in, so I'm going to be doing the 4th video in the ATOS deal. I've learned a lot of stuff about the mag mounts on this series, and we'll wrap that all up in the final video. And then, if it's not too hot, I think I'm going to go out and do a POTA this weekend. But if it's as hot as they say, yeah, I'll probably just stay in the house.
You're going to have Texas hot?
Close. We're not going to be over 100, but we're supposed to be in the high 90s with, they'd call Missouri misery for a reason with high humidity. So they're talking 110 to 115 degree, feels like temperatures. Yep. So if it's like that, I'm just going to stay home and stay cool.
I can't.
But yeah, watch for the final video on the ATOS series.
Recommendation: if you're going to stay home and stay cool, sweet tea, even though it's Chroma King out.
Oh no! If I stay home and stay cool, I'm probably going to have
something
some bourbon.
I was going to say something adult. All right, Tank.
Yes,
we
sir.
didn't get you to 7,800, but
oh man, I thought we were going to do it when this opened up.
77.95.
We got a couple, so we grew, and that's what matters. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and like and subscribe this, and also head over to my channel because we're going to try to get 8,000. We're going to have an 8,000 giveaway, and I can't wait till that happens. Also, I do have an audio podcast. Search Tank or Tank Radio for any audio podcast or app you have, and you'll find me, Tank Radio, and because there are 2 episodes that aren't listed on YouTube. There aren't on Anywhere Video. They're only on audio. So for all the fun and stuff over there, you got to go ahead and subscribe to Tank Radio and listen there. Plus, July is Christmas in July, so that is a all-hands supporter meeting I have with all my tank commanders and tank officers and tankers. That was fun to say. And a supporter at any paid level will have a monthly meeting at the end of July with me Tank Radio, and I can't wait for that to happen. So stuff up on the channel is that, plus we're going to be doing some antenna stuff, plus got some work done on Sapphire, and that is hopefully going to be wrapping up soon so I can put it on the channel. That is everything in a nutshell.
Outstanding.
And then more that you didn't ask for.
You gained one while we were talking, and then it moves back down.
Y'all are having fun, so I'm okay with this. So,
yeah. KY4 TRK a moment ago wasn't sure what Reset with Wit is. I'll re-clarify that. That is my wife's YouTube channel, not ham radio related at all, but go check her out. And by the way, TRK, I don't know if you got to notice, but you got hacked on Discord this week, so that's why the timeout had to happen. All right, Nolan, you're next. You haven't got to talk much. Talk as much as you want, Nolan.
He didn't say nothing.
I missed last week, so I missed all the field day recap fun. So I'll cover my field day here real quick. Everything went almost as perfectly as it could have gone. I started setting up too late, got delayed by the rain, and I got into it probably around 4 or 5 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock as I had planned. So lost a couple hours there. And then my objective was to run digital while I was also running single sideband. So doing FT8 while I was doing voice communications. And it turns out my logging software couldn't keep up with me. So I'm going to be searching for new logging software. Because I wasn't using a certain logging software that frequently gets promoted on this channel.
Did you say you were?
I was
not using it.
I was not using it at the time. So
well, that'll teach you.
So I have to browse on a couple. I have to browse on a couple of logging softwares to see if they're going to be able to be up for the task of logging 2 radios with 1 operator. What did come in handy was a long time ago for the 7300. I had bought a bunch of adapters to try and figure out how to use my headset. And I run a Logitech headset on my radios, mainly because I run a KX3, and it takes tip ring sleeve input. So it was a very easy style of headset for me to use. And me being an IT technician, I have a lot of PC style headsets. Well, the ICOM doesn't take tip ring sleeve, and you can't really find an adapter for it. Well, unbeknownst to me, there's a company out of the UK called Technofix that has a PC1i-8PRICM. And this is the only adapter on the market that allows you to have a microphone input and I also run a gas pedal. And if you don't know what a gas pedal is, it's also known as a foot switch. So I run a clicky foot switch.
I've never heard it referred to it as that.
Makes perfect sense, though.
It's my gas pedal. So it allows my hands to be entirely free while I'm doing my radio stuff. So about halfway through field day, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being tethered by a cord. And I thought about this, and I have these. My DJI wireless mics.
Yeah.
So I took my DJI wireless mic, and it's got tip ring sleeve out, and I connected my DJI wireless mic to my ICOM 7300, and I got the best signal reports I have ever gotten in my entire life. They sound even better than my Logitech G Pro headset. So I took it a step further. I said, okay, if I have a wireless microphone, can I do a wireless headset? So I went on the Amazon and found the B101 China IBITZ transmitter that I can plug directly into the ICOM 7300, and then I can connect my Apple AirPods. And holy shit, it worked. It worked. So now, during field day, the only thing that ties me down to a chair is my gas pedal. So if anybody knows a wireless relay, I can hook up a wireless relay and have something, I don't know, maybe in the bottom of my shoe, that I can tap my toe in my shoe and walk around wirelessly. So that was really cool to find out. The hex beam performed absolutely exactly how it was supposed to. I ran the ICOM 7300 on the hex beam doing digital modes. I ran my KX3 on the dipole doing single sideband. And in total for the 22 hours, I stopped a little bit early on the second day. So it was probably around 20 hours with 643 contacts. So a little bit of an improvement from last year. Didn't make a single satellite contact because there is a RF squelch knob on the 9700 that I had turned down all the way, and I was getting into the birds. Couldn't hear myself because I couldn't hear the birds. So kind of fudded out a little bit on the satellites, but I learned my lesson to get that set up well before field day. And there's going to be some improvements for next year. So definitely learned a lot of stuff. And then I think I found out about satellite bingo. I posted that. I'll post the link here in chat, but it's a bingo board for working satellite stations, and that's currently active right now. It's running for a couple more days, but I think that's it for me.
Cool, good stuff. That and there was some great thanks in the chat there for that for sure. We got some business to take care of real quick. Play that clip if I can find it. There it is. Boom.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live.
Interstellar Starman with the 5. Great show with great guests. Thanks, Josh. You're welcome. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
They're talking about you there, Tank.
Yeah, they are.
So anyway, cool. Now down to Michael, who has a very nice jacket on.
Well, I brought it for you, Josh. You know, I it's been in my closet for years. It really hasn't seen the light of day until it hit Arizona. But I figured you are not a redneck unless you own something that is Dale Earnhardt.
That's right.
It's the original jacket and it still fits.
That's good looking. It's good looking.
No, I brought that out for you. No, I'm not doing anything for ham radio this week other than working. We've got Tortoise in the Hair. We're still trying to figure out a different day because Wednesday hurts because I try to run home as fast as I can, and I'm like dying when I get here. Rabbit had some family issues this week, so that's why he wasn't on it. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But we do have Wounded Warriors podcast next week. And we obviously we have Ham Shack TV, and we'll have some fun on the Tortoise and Hair this week. Come subscribe because I am at, hold on, let me look. I am at 304 subscribers. So come and light me up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, come subscribe, have fun.
It's a good show, and occasionally you'll get to see my goofy face on there. So do it. It's a good show. I think you'll enjoy it.
Do it.
Thank you for the jacket. I appreciate that. Anything Earnhardt that we can do, I'm all about it. It's hard to believe he's been gone as long as he has now.
So that the paper from the reports of the crash, I've actually got pictures. They say these belts didn't break. You can see him up over his wheel.
Oh, yeah.
His belts broke.
Yep. 100%. All right. Our resident storm chaser, Tornado Tim. Your turn.
Tornado Tim.
Yeah. So, yeah. just released a video this week on an antenna called the Maximus Mobile, and it is a flexible antenna, mobile antenna that is great for if you're off the road. If you go off-roading, overlanding in an area where you could snag an antenna and get it ripped off. This is a much more flexible one. So I'm using it full time on the truck. If it's one where you want to have it's an NMO mounted antenna. So if you want to swap it out with something bigger for your daily driver and your off road, switching to it.
The 5/8. What? Explain this antenna a bit more.
It's just a smaller one, but it's made out of nickel titanium.
Okay.
Whatever. So it's flexible and it's not
dual band.
Sorry,
Is it dual band or single band?
a dual band.
It's like a signal stick.
Thick signal stick, but much thicker and beefier. The Bronco, it's not.
Thank you for that, DR Dave.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. I disagree with him, but that's still hilarious.
It's one that man, when I saw it, it's like, oh my god, it's a no-brainer. So it's a fairly new product from Iron Spear Outfitters. They also have an HT version. Once again, think signal stick, just thicker. And there's actually what I do like it a little bit better is it's got a textured wrap on it. So when you do loop it up, it doesn't slide and swing out and pop around and whip in,
Textured for her pleasure.
Well, either way. But
I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole.
yeah, but I did get a notice today that my channel is now officially 3 years old on YouTube. So when I first got involved, I was still doing the overlanding channel, and I started getting a lot of questions as I was introducing amateur radio into the overlanding community. I got a lot of technical questions, and that's kind of what pushed me off into creating a second channel, because GMRS and the easy button is common in the overlanding community, but I wanted to show people how you could use amateur radio out on the trail, out in BLM land where there's no infrastructure, and where you could do more than just that basic line of sight. So I started it, and I just looked. I was in the backside here. So this is since I started in the channel, 5,254 subs. But the real thing that just is kind of surprised me, 623,000 views so far.
Oh, that's awesome. Dude.
And here's the real kicker. 23.9 thousand hours of people watching my ugly face talk about amateur radio. And that is pretty cool. So there we go. We'll end on that one.
Thank you, Chris.
That just
Chris Bone does. You want to see something cool? I love this stream. I love that channel. So when he said that, it made me think of him right away.
Well,
did you see my little short trying to get Chris's attention?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, he was wasting alcohol.
Yeah,
It was alcohol abuse.
I had I had a cool moment with my adult son. He calls me up. He's like, "How the hell do you know Chris Bowden?" Because he saw one of the shorts they had put in where we were on the video and stuff like that. And so there you go. So now my 26-year-old son's all like excited that I know a famous YouTuber.
Well, I mean,
his dad's not a famous YouTuber. Exactly. He knows a famous YouTuber.
Probably 3 to 5 times a week, and he has some. I mean, his information. I mean, while it's funny, but it's also very educational, and it's quite interesting. So if you haven't subscribed to him, I mean, he's I think he's very intelligent. But
yep.
You know what my favorite thing he says, and we are in the 3rd hour of the show, so I'll just say this: my favorite criticism is this fucking thing.
or I actually like it when he's like in that mask and he's in this like and he's in the straight jacket.
He makes it loud and clear
every time.
You need to watch my short.
Marvin, what's
to watch my
that helmet he wears? What is that?
You want to see it's a plug. It is a plug.
I didn't know that.
It's a butt plug.
That's funny.
He makes it loud and clear. His channel is not for the kids.
No.
And if you're offended, go somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah,
It's
for
like
sure.
we have a VFO button and a power button. You've got that on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, appreciate it. Go ahead, Frank.
One last thing, and I'm sorry I forgot to say this. Mesh dealer Dave, I'm going to get my fix coming up this Sunday. He's coming on my live stream where he's going to fix one of my nodes that I have completely bricked and it's not doing anything, and we're going to figure out what's going on with it and get it back up on the air.
No problem, sir.
So this begs the question: are you giving him ass, cash, or gas?
Don't forget grass.
Good question.
Or grass?
Ask gas, grass. No one rides for free.
No one rides for free, but we're working through a problem. This is a issue. It's not like I just need this reflashed.
Oh, he's going to
I'm being
flash
lazy.
something, and he doesn't flash for free.
He doesn't flash for free, but I'd be doing the work. It's going to be work. I'm doing the work. He is providing the guidance on how to fix it, and I'm sharing the knowledge.
Emotional damage.
I agree with that one.
Tank, what? You having problems with your sense cap? Which one?
The Spec 5 Delta node. I went out and put ham.
Say it, Studio.
There you go. Thank you. I was waiting for
Yeah,
it.
exactly. You're talking about Dave coming on and saying that name. How it's
Yeah, I am so looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome.
I see it now. I'm sorry, Tank. It's not a Seed Studio node, is what Dave's saying. So
Yeah.
if it gets wiped out or damaged or whatever, or there's a problem or it doesn't succeed, then he's fine.
Well, the issue is we put ham. What's the other one? Mesh core. We put mesh core on it, but when I was trying to take it back to Meshtastic, it's gotten this weird, funky state where you power up the node and it's not even booting. It's not even doing anything. So I'm hoping we can get it recovered and probably put mesh core back on it. So we'll highlight what I did wrong and how you can overcome it, because I bet someone else will get their device in this stuck state, and I'm hoping that this stream will show you how to fix it.
It'll be a great stream. I'm excited to tune into that one myself. But you know, it's interesting.
It's not C Studio because that's probably why it's broken. I don't know.
Probably.
Like Dave said, if it never works again, that's okay.
you know, I have to say, it's interesting to still hear how mesh core is evolving across the country. Because, you know, last week I put up this video about this Wismesh station that Rack Wireless sent me to test and do. And it was preloaded with Meshtastic. I ran it for probably 2 hours on Meshtastic. Didn't receive one single flood or advert, nothing. Quiet, crickets, nothing. So I have come to the conclusion, after talking with other people around here, Meshtastic is dead in East Tennessee. Everything is on core, so I flashed it on the core, and yeah, that thing went crazy when I did that.
I'm not going to speak for everybody. It just like, are you an Xbox person or a Sony? Or are you an iPhone person or Android? There is no correct answer. The correct answer is what is used in your community and what is used by the people you want to communicate with. That is your no. There's no If your group, you want to join a group. You got to conform to whatever that group is.
It could go. This could be an HD DVD or Blu-ray type thing.
Sure.
It's not. It could be a DeWalt versus Milwaukee, but it could be an HD DVD versus Blu-ray. Who knows? Only time will tell.
The correct answer is whatever your group is you're trying to communicate with.
Yeah.
Now, if your group is sitting around and trying to figure out what that is, that's a different story. But if you're trying to join a community that's already there, just take what's already there. Don't whine and complain. Just be happy something's there.
Adirondac's on some really dated stuff. He's using Betamax.
My favorite XKCD is
Betamax.
XKCD of standards. You have 18 different standards, and you're going to make one more standard to to unite all the standards, now we have 19 different standards. So
actually, Mesh
I
Core
saw
and
that and I agree with
Meshtastic
it.
are two different deals. Meshtastic's better for an ad hoc network, where an actual established network, Mesh Core, works better.
Again, what is your end goals for the group? Are you just
But,
want
like,
to get out
exactly.
to the boonies to just communicate to your friends around a local area, or are you trying to set up that network? Again, the correct answer is so scenario driven and what is already established between the group of people trying to communicate.
I'll tell you this: if you come into Southwest Missouri with a Mesh Core, you're not going to hear nothing, because the Meshtastic network is built up in Southwest Missouri.
Yeah. It's really geographic what your community is. I mean, Jason, KM4ACK, I mean, he's been doing a series on the Mesh Core that putting new repeaters up on high towers, and that's just the direction Tennessee is going.
But that's
right now.
building that network out for a long, extreme distance.
Sure.
But Mesh Core or Meshtastic is haddock. You're like, I'm going to this thing. I only want to talk to a couple of people, and I don't want to have a network to be required to set up to send messages.
Yep. My advice: get multiple devices. Have some on Core, some on Tastic.
And then have an
the best thing.
HT for fallback.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Final thoughts, anybody?
Subscribe to Tank Radio, Seed Studios.
Good job. Yeah, guys, don't miss that. Go subscribe to Frank's channel right now. As soon as I get off the air, go over there, do it, because you're not going to want to miss that show this week.
Do it.
And I'm kind of sad that we didn't get like a big super chat. I can give you a new bumper to have for all your super chats.
We got a few super chats. I may still end up using what you did earlier. We'll see. But anyway, guys, appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the back room here in just a minute. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to vote for Tortoise Overland for president, because God knows none of these buffoons that are running for anything right now are worth anything. Anyway, appreciate y'all. I won't see you next week. Come back for Marvin next week. He'll have a great show for you. It's going to be a great time. I will be back in 2 weeks, but stay tuned right here to Ham Shack TV. I will have more content coming up. If you're really into this Ham Radio for Beginners series, which I know a lot of you are, stick around. Become a channel member. You'll get to see some stuff in advance as well. But we'll continue building that out. I will see y'all in a couple of weeks, if not sooner. 73.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right. Let the $1 Million Man go quietly into the night. 73. See you next week.